Hello students, we miss you. We know that you're working really hard at home. Here's a book that we hope that you enjoy. The title is She Persisted Around the World by Chelsea Clinton, illustrated by Alexandra Boger. It's about 13 women who changed history. I'm going to read you a few of the biographies in this book. I hope you enjoy. It's not always easy being a girl anywhere in the world, especially challenging in some places. There are countries where it's hard for girls to go to school and where women need their husband's permission to get a passport or even leave their house. And all over the world, girls are more likely to be told to be quiet, to sit down, and to have smaller dreams. Don't listen to those voices. These 13 women from across the world didn't. They persisted. And persisted means you keep going, you don't stop. So here's our first biography about a woman who persisted. Her name was Sor Juana Inés de la Cruz. At the time, Sor Juana Inés de la Cruz was growing up in Mexico. Most girls did not go to school. After reading and studying on her own, Juana Inés asked her family if she could disguise herself as a boy so she could go to university. They said no. She persisted, finding tutors who didn't mind teaching a girl, and then became a nun, in part so she could focus on her studies and her writing. Sor Juana Inés' poems and plays are still celebrated today, and her Respuesta a Sor Filotea de la Cruz was the first published argument for a woman's right to education in the Americas. I didn't study to know more, but to ignore less. So this one's about Caroline Herschel. Although Caroline Herschel's mother didn't think girls should be educated, her father taught her alongside her brothers. But after typhus left Caroline permanently stunted at just over 4 feet tall, both parents thought her only future was to be a servant. Typhus is a disease that used to happen, and it made her smaller than she would be. She persisted, leaving her native Germany to live in England with her brother William, who supported her efforts to further educate herself, including in math and astronomy. Together, they studied the night sky, and on her own, Caroline became the first woman to discover a comet. Today, several of the comets she found bear her name. However long we live, life is short, so I work. I'm going to skip a few pages, but if you're liking this book, you can find it in the library or even online on YouTube, and there's 2 versions. It's called She Persisted Around the World, and the first version is just She Persisted. As the first woman in Central and East Africa to earn a doctorate degree and become a professor at the University of Nairobi, Wangari Maathai made 2 of her dreams come true. Still, she wanted to do more. Horrified by how many trees had been cut down across Kenya, Wangari started to plant trees. She persisted in getting family, friends, students, and even strangers to help plant more trees and to respect the environment. She also worked hard to protect and defend the rights of everyone in Kenya. Wangari was the first African woman awarded the Nobel Peace Prize. Her legacy includes the more than 50 million trees her Green Belt movement has planted. I don't really know why I care so much. I just have something inside me that tells me that there's a problem, and I have got to do something about it. So I'm going to leave you there, students. So something to think about as you have time to go outside and to play. Think about Wangari and what we can do for our earth. And I would even encourage you to look up the Green Belt movement. So again, if you like this book, I encourage you to look up more on YouTube and find out more biographies that will encourage you to be more, and maybe you'll find your story in here. We miss you. Have a great day.